Namaste, everybody. Namaste. This was the video I wanted to do yesterday, but we had to go to the church dinner thing. So I'm here now doing it. I was painting a lot. I was supposed to do it earlier today, but I had to paint. I had to put a lot of spackle and stuff on my canvases, and so I'm doing it now. Okay. This is about Kelsey Small, who you saw on the thumbnail. Sorry, I don't have that many pictures. Let me just stage some of my crystals. I think you can see them. The crystals. This is the first time I'm using these because Devin gave them to me for Valentine's Day. And they all have meanings, but I don't have the paper. Anyway, what we're listening to is because I'm trying to get my kidneys. I was feeling like intestinal problems, kidney problems, and so instead of taking medicine, I did take 2 Pepto-Bismol chewables for the pain. We got to heal things through the chakras, so I need more orange, sacral chakra healing music. Affirmations, and so that's orange and peach, and I need solar plexus, so I am wearing some yellow, and look at the back of my shirt. I think this is so cool. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Anyway, that's the solar plexus. Okay, so let's get started with a little candle. Before I get started, so please allow me to use your music. This is not Jason Stevenson. This is Elke Neher. And I did ask for permission to use the music in the background. I said I would give you credit, and I subbed to your channel, and I'm asking my subs to please go sub to this channel. Beautiful meditation music. Elke Neher. Elkeneher. What's the matter?
I gave him a surprise hugging experience.
Oh. Okay. So, yeah, please don't copyright my video. So, I am here to talk about Kelsey Small. Very quickly, I invite her. She had either committed suicide or somehow passed away. Okay? They're still not giving the police, sorry about my voice. Let's have a sip. I'm only on the 2nd cup of coffee, and that's not like me. So, what I'm talking about is Harmony Mongomery, the little 5-year-old girl who is really 7 now. Went missing, and Adam was married to Crystal Story, had 2 children, Harmony and Jackson, I believe, Jamison, okay, then they split up. She went into rehab. I don't know about him going into rehab. But they split up. Then she lost custody of Harmony. And when she was supposedly in her father's care, Adam Montgomery and Kayla Montgomery, the stepmother, she went missing. So, in the interim, for almost a year, this girl Kelsey, this candle is for her. Because she's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's friend. She's somebody's child. She's somebody's sister. She's somebody's, maybe she was somebody's girlfriend. Okay? She's somebody's cousin. So Kelsey Small was a 27-year-old woman that was living in a car with Adam Montgomery for almost a year. Okay, there's not much we know about her. So I decided to psychically think about her. And I actually put on my angel that is made out of fluorite from Devon, and my Archangel Michael that keeps on falling off every chain I put it on. Hopefully Archangel Michael will stay on this chain, because I keep on losing my saints. They keep jumping off my body. Okay, hopefully that's not scary. I could think about it in a scary way, but I'm not going to let my paranoid self go there. So, oh, and let me just say, I have a couple of new cards to say. This is all in my opinion. Mystic Brady, in case you haven't met me, my name is Katrina Brady. Nice to meet you. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everyone is presumed innocent in a court of law until proven guilty in the United States of America under the Fifth Amendment, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. But the First Amendment is freedom of press, and I'm allowed to present my opinion as long as it's in a respectful way and doesn't slander anybody. Okay? And I also want to say thank you, God, in Jesus Christ's name, for the miracles and blessings manifested in my life. Amen. I receive the miracles with gratitude. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, universe. The divine protects me in God's white light of love. Archangels come to me when I call them. And I want to invite Archangels Michael and Gabriel and Ariel to please come for this reading. It's going to be a fast reading. I know you think, how is it going to be fast? It's already 8 minutes in. Okay, angels and guardian angels and spirit guides are with me 24/7, 365. I want to ask the angels and archangels of Kelsey Small to come talk to me. God protects me and fights all my battles. No weapon formed in spirit or physical shall prosper. It's a new one I have. I'm highly protected and favored. I'm protected by all evil by Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is the facts that from what I know. Kelsey Small is a 27-year-old. I believe Adam is 27 as well. I'm not 100% sure. No, maybe he's in his 30s. I'm not 100% sure how old Adam is. Okay, but this is about Kelsey Small. So she was in the car, and she was with Adam at the time of his arrest. So the cops and the police have extensively questioned her. All right? So they questioned her, and she said she knew that Adam was with 2 other women and had 4 children. Yeah. But she did not ever hear him mention Harmony or Harmony's name. Okay? Don't feel good about that statement. Okay? First I did, and I was like just taking it at face value, and I was trying to get this video up yesterday, and then it was just like, no, sorry about my bangs being all different sizes and shapes. So it was just no. The answer was just no. So that just means that I needed to meditate on it and feel it. I feel her energy because she just passed away. So when did she pass away? So they interviewed her and then she was released. She was fine. They didn't feel she had anything to do with anything. Just picking the wrong person to love and live homeless in a car. Okay? No judgment. A little bit of judgment. Okay? Supposedly she has a problem with alcohol, maybe drugs, but I'm not 100% sure on the drugs. So, just like a few weeks ago, because it's still March. Right now it's still March, okay? Maybe it's March 25th, March 26th. I have trouble with dates, okay? Because I don't have my calendar right here, and I get mixed up at the end of March. Anyway. Babe, do you know what date it is today exactly?
March 26th.
Thank you. March 26th. Devin just told me. Okay, so Kelsey Small was living. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Was living in what is called a sober house. Don't know what's happening with the voice, all right? She was living in a sober house, and that is to help you have a safe place when you're trying to get off of drugs and alcohol and become sober and be a sober person, right? Somewhere, I guess, no, it was March 8th. All right, I'm going to show you that I got the goods, okay? Okay. All right, not everything is known. My arm started to get tired up there. Okay, there it is. Not enough is known. However, what is known about Kelsey Small, Adam Montgomery's last known girlfriend, that they were together for a year, or maybe a little more than a year. So she's living in a sober house, right? Correct? Okay. Assumingly, we can assume she was getting sober. All right? We should never assume, though. She told the police when she was with the police after he got arrested that she could not remember anything about Harmony. She does not remember. She knew he had 2 wives. Okay? I don't think he was officially divorced from Kayla. I don't think he was officially divorced from Kayla. Okay? But anyhow, he wasn't in receipt of any of his 4 children. She did know that. Kelsey Small, the girlfriend, that had no children with him. She's 27 years old. She's a young woman. And she said she never heard him talk about Harmony. But she did know that he had children. 4 children. She knew it was 4. Okay? All right. That being said, on March 8th, somehow Kelsey Small is not in the sober house. She's living in a hotel, right? Or not live. I don't know if she was living in the hotel yet. But she was driving, and she was pulled over for a DUI. Drunk driving, March 8th. That happened on March 8th. March 8th jumps out at me because March 8th is my sister Susan's birthday. Okay? So, March 8th, which is ironically Women's Day in History, Susan B. Anthony Day, she gets arrested for DUI. Okay? You might say, oh, that's not really a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal if you're in a sober house, presumably being sober. Okay, it's a big deal if your boyfriend is in prison for abusing one of his children, and he wasn't in receipt of any of his children. Okay, and it's a big deal if you were living in a car with somebody who is presumably a murderer. And it's a big deal if you were trying to be on the straight and narrow and you got a DWI. All right? So, March 13th, she was due the next week. All right, so March 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. It wasn't even a week. It was just 5 days. 5 days later, she's dead. She's found dead in a hotel. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but this is the only thing that we heard about in this case. So I feel it's important. One of my subs had said to me, Katrina, you had mentioned that somebody was going to commit suicide. They were going to overdose or kill themselves some way, shape, or form. But I thought that was connected to Michael Vaughan. But many cases, because I'm doing Michael Vaughan, I'm doing The Boys Are Always There. I'm doing Summer. Lena, I had some things on her, but I don't even feel anything. I don't hear anything about her case. But what I'm saying is sometimes cases can interconnect. So that my sub might be right. I did say that, so if you go back to any of my videos, Michael Vaughan videos, where I predicted somebody was going to pass away by their own hand, the suicide card kept coming up. Okay, anyhow, they did not give us much information about Kelsey Small. All right, they said that they didn't feel foul play, and now I wrote this down because, you know, I want to be correct. I don't want to give bad information out. They did not consider foul play. Now, when somebody commits suicide, whatever they do, overdose, drug overdose, slit their throat, their wrists, whatever, they kill themselves, gun, hang themselves, whatever it is, police don't consider that foul play. Okay? They consider death by suicide, and that has nothing to do with foul play. Okay? I'm not 100% sure. I talked to my soul sisters, Ruby, about it. She feels like somebody put a hit out, maybe, perhaps, allegedly, put a hit out for Kelsey Small. What I feel in my heart is she's not a bad person, this Kelsey Small. She just got involved with bad people. And she has a bad disease. Okay? Disease being either alcoholism or drugs. And she was trying to be sober and get sober in the sober house. But maybe something triggered her. Maybe she had some information in her heart that she remembered. Maybe she was drunk a lot or doing drugs with Adam in the car, being homeless in the car, and forgot that he talked about Harmony, or wanted to forget that he talked about what he did to Harmony, or just saw something in his eyes that she knew that so many bad things that have been done, and maybe she felt bad about that. Okay? And on the level, this is my intuitive cold read. Okay, it's a cold reading. I didn't pick up one card. All right? I tried to pick up my cards last night, yesterday, before we went to the church thing. Nothing was coming off of them. Okay, so then I put them down. I had them out. When I came home from the church thing, I put them away. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Just not doing it. It's not going to happen today. Okay? And, so my cold read is that she got she fell off the wagon. She was in the sober house. She was doing better. Then maybe she heard something on the news about Adam. Maybe she got worried. She got triggered. And she remembered something. And she didn't want to remember things anymore. So maybe she had a couple of drinks. She fell off the wagon. Maybe she had a drug. I don't know. I'm thinking it's more alcohol related. Could be both. I don't know. Okay, but I know it was something triggered her. She remembered something, and she went drinking, and then she was trying to get maybe some more alcohol driving there. And she got arrested, and she got the DUI. She knew she was going to court. For some reason, March 13th, the day that she was found dead, I think that was the day, or close to it, that she was due there. But instead of being in the sober house, she was in a hotel. And I think that if you get caught with alcohol or drugs and you are in a sober house, don't quote me on this, somebody that knows it, put it in the comments if you know. But if you get caught with alcohol or drugs or coming in too late, they'll kick you out of that sober house. So maybe they kicked her out of the sober house. Okay? Anyhow, she was in a hotel/motel. They won't give us, the public, they won't give us the name of the hotel or motel. But they're saying it is a hotel or motel in Manchester. Babe, is Manchester, Massachusetts, right?
I couldn't tell you that.
Manchester, Boston?
I don't know what you're talking about, and the first thing that popped in my head was England.
And what?
England.
Well, it's in Boston or Massachusetts. Okay. Sorry that I don't know geography, and I should. Anyway, it's Manchester. I have it written down. That's either in Massachusetts or Boston. Okay. But the reason why they're not telling the public the hotel yet is because they're still investigating it. Although the last report, the very last, and they're giving very small details, they don't want people to harass that hotel motel. But I think it'll be in some sort of paperwork, and maybe it'll be released. Okay, so we'll see, definitely. Okay, so I feel, she said, I can't go to court because if I go to court, I might go to jail for, violating my probation and being in the sober house and then getting the DWI, and I'm linked to the Adam Montgomery stuff and the Harmony Montgomery stuff, and I can't, I'm so embarrassed. I'm a loser. I feel like, and I don't want her to feel that way because I'm trying to talk with her and not, I wish she didn't do that. And a lot of people were saying, oh, now, even the news reporters were saying, now she'll take that information, whatever information she might have had about Adam Montgomery, about what he did, and about Harmony Montgomery, to the grave. And nobody will ever know the truth. And I say, as a psychic and a light worker and a medium and a clairvoyant, I could still talk to her. Okay? Now, when people just pass over, so she passed over March 13th, that's very recent. Why didn't we hear about it until this week? Why? Okay? I don't like when they keep things from the public. So anyhow, yeah, so, I mean, it could be that foul play was involved, even though they said it wasn't. I just believe that if, like Ruby was saying, maybe they ordered a hit, maybe Adam ordered a hit for somebody outside to get her, because she would have information and maybe she would tell it. I see mental anguish. I see feeling embarrassment from Kelsey Small. I feel that. I feel like, oh no, I can't go to the court. I can't go to the court. Anybody who's been to court for a bad reason knows that it's like the most traumatic thing to go to court, just even for a simple DWI. I mean, I haven't, but I've gone to court in terms of my job. And it's a really traumatic thing. Put on top of that 2 people are in jail, in prison, for maybe something that happened to this little girl that's missing. And you lived with that guy for a year in a car. Okay? What I keep on hearing is somebody knows where the bones are at. Somebody knows where the bones are. And I didn't even want to say that. Okay. So I didn't even want to say that. I don't know what's wrong with my voice, guys. Next, I'll be listening to throat chakra music. I have everything I need to be well. 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 Okay, that's one of the affirmations. And now I know why I asked Archangel Gabriel to come for the whole throat chakra. I have everything I need to be well. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I'm feeling more along the lines of, isn't she beautiful? Fluorite Angel for psychic ability and psychic cleansing. My skin starts to glow as my body purifies. My skin starts to glow as my body purifies. My skin starts to glow as my body purifies. Okay. So, alright, now I'm just going to do a few cards asking Kelsey Small to answer some questions or give us some information. Okay? But my feel, and I'm not God, and everything is allegedly, and this is in my opinion, my cold read is my cold read, but why did Kelsey Small feel like that was the end of the world for her? She was a young, beautiful girl who ran upon hard times, got in with the wrong friggin' dude, okay? The wrong crew, the wrong dude. And one of the pictures there's very few pictures of her, but she's a very pretty girl with very fair skin, blue eyes, and blonde hair. One of the pictures I saw, I think it was her, but I'm not 100% sure. Her hair wasn't that blonde, it was like a mixture of sandy blonde. And that was similar to, like, Summer had blonde hair, right? Summer has blonde, yellow blonde, right? Like that. Okay? You should like that, because that's good for the solar plexus. But Harmony had a little bit darker, sandy, like some sand, a little bit beige color hair. More like Palo Santo. Like the Palo Santo would. Okay? So this woman, Kelsey Smalls, in one picture she's standing up against like something. She's smiling. She's very beautiful. But she's holding glasses. And when I went back and forth, because this is what I do, to Harmony's picture and her picture, there was one picture where they had Harmony and they had Kelsey Small. And I was going to use that as the thumbnail. Then when I went back, because I kept staring at it, when I went back to look, I couldn't find it. But there's one picture, because Harmony had these glasses that were like silver framed, I believe. I don't know if this is an important piece. And in one picture of Kelsey Small, the 27-year-old that committed suicide allegedly or probably, she had in her hand silver framed glasses. Okay, so that was just one thing. I could be just like, being too much of a sleuth detective. But anyhow, I want to ask Kelsey Small, or the spirit guides of Kelsey Small. I know you're making a transition. You're still probably making a transition right now, because it's only been a couple of weeks, and it usually takes 30 days for a full transition. But Kelsey Small, my name is Mystic Brady Katrina. You can call me Katrina. I'm trying to find this little girl. And I'm so sorry for all the stress and problems that, God bless you, that you had in your lifetime. I'm so sorry about it. I wish that you would have experienced a better healing time where you could have gone on with your life and had love and friendship and a successful career. And I'm so sorry about what happened to you. But could you please talk to me about any kind of clues? Because we're trying to find this little girl. Or even, if she is in the spirit world, can you tell me anything about harmony? Put pictures in my mind, put words in my ears. I'm open and receptive to receiving messages from you or your spirit guides. Okay, and if Harmony wants to step up, she can step up as well. It's a safe place. This is a safe place, protected by the white light of God. And nothing evil gets to come across. Thank you. Kelsey Small, Kelsey Small, Kelsey Small, 27 years old. Can you tell me anything? And then I just have these ancestor cards that I'm going to do. When I was looking for my cards, I looked at my tarot cards and I said no. And maybe she said no. Then I looked at my angel tarot cards and said no. And I looked at these, and these I usually don't use that much. Maybe I should. And she seems to think, or the angels, guides seem to think these might have something for Kelsey Small. Information from Kelsey Small in terms of Harmony Montgomery. Kelsey Small, Harmony Montgomery. Kelsey Small, Harmony Montgomery. Please, any information is good information. And again, I'm so sorry, Kelsey Small, for your stress and for the... I can feel the horrible feelings that you were having. And I'm sorry that you gave in. If you did take your life by your own hand, I'm sorry that you gave in and you